Hi everyone, I'm here with another list, and this is women I avoid being friends with. First, I want to start off this list by saying that I am not perfect. We are all like other girls. I am just like other girls. I'm not saying that I'm better, and there's definitely shit that I need to work on too. There have been times in my life when I have been probably every single thing on this list, and there have been times in my life when I have been a shitty friend to people. So a lot of this shit, I'm speaking from personal experience as the person who did these things. So no, I'm not putting myself on a pedestal. So after lots of therapy, soul searching, inner work, and growing up, I finally realized why a lot of people used to avoid me, and I know why I also avoid people like this too. Let's dive in. Number one, male-centered women. Everything is about getting male validation and attention, dating, relationships, getting married. If you guys go out to a bar or a get together, they're looking for the guy who they think is the cutest so they can try to be all up in his face. They will leave you in dangerous situations to go hang out with some random guy and put themselves in a dangerous situation potentially. If they get into a relationship, they're going to disappear. You will never hear from them again. It will be all about my man, my man, my man, and not in like the healthy way of you're excited, you're in a new relationship, but you haven't completely cut your friends off yet. You still have connections to outside life. These women, their entire identity is whether or not they have a boyfriend. If they don't have a boyfriend, they're sad and depressed. If they do have some guy in their life, all of a sudden they're happy. This type of person also leads me to the next type of person. They're constantly venting about relationship drama. The male-centered friend in number one is also number two at times. As soon as that relationship is over, they reappear into your life venting. I can't believe he said this. I can't believe he did this. It's the same cycle. They disappear, they drop you like a bad habit for a new man in their life, and then as soon as that goes to shit, they pop back up so they complain and get advice about the same old stuff over and over again. And if you're not careful, you'll find yourself being on the phone with them for hours, just going around in circles about how they can't take it anymore and they're tired of his shit and all the stuff they're going to do that they're not really going to do. They're going to go right back to him as soon as he sweet talks them or sends them a "what are you doing" text. And I'm not talking about friends who are going through a serious divorce or they had a breakup with a long-term partner and they're having a hard time or they're having family issues and they really do need a shoulder to cry on. They need my support. I'm talking about just a cycle. They're your best friend when they don't have anybody, paying attention to them. Then as soon as they get a man in their life, they disappear. They're all about that man. Then when that starts to fall apart, y'all know what I'm saying. Number three, I can proudly boast that I have not been that type of person, but this is the jokester. They're always giving you backhanded compliments. They're always trying to make you feel like you're dumb and that they're superior to you. And they also say these things as if they're joking, like if you're not careful, you question yourself, like, did they really just say that? They're the type of person where if you're really proud of something and you're really feeling yourself like, oh my gosh, look at my nails, I love my nails, instead of saying they're cute or I like that color, they immediately have to point out what's wrong with them. For example, hey, what do you think about this dress? Oh my goodness. And everybody else is like, oh my gosh, I love the dress, your dress is amazing. But that person is like, oh, there's a thread hanging. Like they can't say anything good. They go straight to the negative. Does that make sense? Like there might be a seam loose, but there's a way you say it, like, oh my gosh, I love that dress. Hold on, girl, let me fix this real quick. Let me help you out with this. There's a way to say it that's nice. That's not just daggers out straight for the gusto. If all you can say is a critique and nothing nice, and you say it in a rude way, you're a fucking hater. Or, oh, that shirt looks nice. I would never go out like that. Y'all know, backhanded compliments. Trust me, my own internal dialogue talks enough crap. I don't need people in my life just adding to that. Number four is probably the most annoying person on this list to me. It's the judge, the person who you might share some crazy wild shit that you did and they're clutching their pearls. They're looking down on you. I would never do anything like that. I've never done anything like that. Instead of saying, you know what, girl, I can relate to that, or I've made mistakes too, or I get it, we all mess up sometimes. They're like, I would never do this. What you should have done was. Listen, I'm a chronic worrier. I've already replayed it over and over in my head. I know what I should have done. What I need for you to do is support me and be there for me and stop trying to act like you've never made a mistake before. Stop acting like you've never been young and dumb before. And even if you have never been young and dumb before, stop acting like you're perfect and that you've never made mistakes. If you're perfect and you've never done anything wrong and you've always known everything, you cannot sit with me, because I want to be surrounded by real women who know they're not perfect, who know they've messed up, who know they've made mistakes, and they want to encourage and lift other women up, not look down on them. This one kind of goes hand in hand with number 3, the jokester. They are never happy for you. This is the kind of person, when times are hard, they're there for you. They will listen. But if things go well for you, if you get a new promotion, a new house, a new car, they'll start to pull away, or they'll start being like number 3, the jokester. They'll start giving you backhanded compliments and saying stuff to put you down. Oh, you got a new promotion? Well, I heard that company lays off people all the time. Oh, you got a new car? Well, I heard those cars always fall apart. Oh, you got a new house. I don't understand the craziness behind everybody getting houses. Listen, if you're doing better than me, good. I need to take notes and learn from you so I can elevate myself too. If you're the smartest, richest person in the group, you need to get friends who are better than you so you can learn from them, so you can be reminded that you don't necessarily know everything. And I'm not saying, torture yourself and be friends with somebody that's going to bully you, but have people in your life that you can learn from, people that are always going to help you move the goalpost as far as the goals are in your life. So you're always trying to improve and always trying to be better. I never want to be the smartest person in the group. I am always seeking out people that I can, of course I want friends, that I can relate to, but I'm always seeking out people that I can sort of look up to and take notes from and learn from. Number 7, you need aesthetically pleasing friends. You need us to all be Instagram ready. You need us all to look like the cast of a movie, like we're in Vogue magazine. Absolutely not. Listen, I love to take a good selfie. I love to post a good selfie. When I look nice, I go all out. But if you need me to be that way 24/7, if you always need us to look perfect, or you won't post us, and you need the friends that have the look, you know what I'm talking about, like really fake, and you need to be like the popular girl even though you're 50 or 40 years old, I can't hang around you, because some days I'm gonna look really nice and some days I'm gonna be in sweats, but I always am going to be myself. I'm not going to be fake just because you want everybody to think you're some big celebrity or something. Number 7, the fighter. You always starting shit when we go out. You're always running your mouth. You're always getting into some trouble. Listen, I have kids. I have responsibilities. I'm not fighting with you. I'm not bailing you out of jail. Absolutely not, because my kids are more important to me and I want to be there for them, and I don't want to do anything that's going to put my ability to provide and be there for my kids in jeopardy. If you got anger issues and you always need to have drama and fights going on, then you need to go to therapy, but I'm definitely not going to be around you. Number 8, you ruin trips. You never prepare, you never plan, you never budget. You probably skipped your car note or your rent in order to go on this trip. And now you're grumpy and mad in the hotel room because you can't afford to do the fun activities while we're in this nice location. You're sitting at the dinner table at the restaurant being quiet and pissy because you don't have enough money to actually eat. Now we all got to piece together money so you can eat a real meal while we're out. It's okay if you say no to going if you can't afford it at the moment. And if you have friends that are pressuring you to always be elevated and doing expensive ass shit and you can't afford it, find some new friends. But don't go and ruin the fun because you can't really afford to have the fun. Does that make sense? Number 10, non-confrontational. You don't know how to have adult conversations respectfully and address issues that need to be addressed. You avoid stuff and you're more likely to let things fester and then just ghost everybody. I'm grown. We can actually have discussions over here. What did y'all think of my list?